Hello everyone, and welcome to a snowy Monday morning here just north of Kansas City. We're actually in St. Joseph, Missouri right now, and we got, I want to say it was about 4 inches of snow last night, but I want to welcome you to this. This is the 8th video installment of my 11-part series covering the first year of ownership with a used Mercedes Benz product out of warranty. You may have asked, because I've never actually covered it, why are there 11 videos and not 12 in a one-year video series? Well, simply put, I kind of got a late start on this deal, and that's why it just works out the way that it does. So I apologize for that, but we're going to have 3 more updates, including this one. And this was kind of something that I was hoping would happen, to be honest with you. We got some snow, and it gives me an opportunity to try out this 4MATIC all-wheel drive system. Now, you can override the traction control system on this car, but because we are in residential areas and kind of narrow roads and stuff like that, I'm not going to get crazy and try to drift all over the place. I'm just going to try to see how confident the traction is whenever you are driving in snowy conditions. So we're going to kind of drive around in some areas that aren't very clear. And keep in mind, I do have summer tires on this car. These are Pirelli P0 Neros, and they're not the ideal tire for snowy conditions, but I'm confident that the 4MATIC all-wheel drive system will handle it just fine, even though we are a little limited on traction due to the tire choice that's on this car right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find some back roads that are kind of hilly, and that'll kind of help us test out this traction system. So far, I mean, I've been driving for 5-10 minutes, and so far there's no issues whatsoever, but we'll try to see if we can find some snowier roads, because these through here are fairly clear. Well, it looks like this is about as good as we're going to get for now. I'll kind of continue to drive around here and see if we can find some roads that are a little more snow covered, but I mean, I guess it's a good job that the city came through and started clearing off some roads to keep folks safe. That's always important, but it doesn't really help me with this video, so I apologize for that. But yeah, some of these are pretty snow covered, and the vehicle is very confident in snow. I mean, I can tell that already. The traction control system does intervene immediately. It does not allow for much slippage at all, which is what you want out of a traction control system. Now again, it can be disabled if that's your thing, if you want to go drifting around. We're not going to do that today in these narrow residential roads. Certainly don't want this video to be one of those YouTube bloopers where somebody's trying to film something and they end up crashing. So we'll continue to drive around here and see if we can find a few more of these back roads that are snow covered. But in the meantime, I want to thank everybody for watching this video series. And again, I don't monetize, but whenever I have the amount of views, especially going back and looking at that first video, obviously it's the oldest one in the series, it looks like quite a few of you have been able to well, at least watch this video series, and hopefully it's been able to help some people, because again, you know, this is something that I kind of wanted to look at before I bought this car. I just wanted to see kind of an ownership experience with what to expect when you're talking about one of these cars out of warranty. But so thank you all for the comments, thank you all for the views. I appreciate it, and hopefully I can continue to help people with this video series. So here we go. Here's a little bit more, and yeah, it actually accelerates very well, even on snowy surfaces with very poor choice of winter tires. So we'll come to a complete stop here, and it's hard to tell probably in the video, but we are on quite a bit of an incline right now. So I'll just go ahead and start in the snow. Yeah, no problems at all. Absolutely no problems at all. Very, very confident. Again, the traction control system does exactly what it's supposed to. It's putting torque exactly where it needs to be, and that's what you want. You want something in your traction control system. You want something that's going to intervene immediately, something that's not going to allow for a lot of slippage, and that's exactly how this 4MATIC all-wheel drive system works. Now, looking around here, I mean, we got the snow yesterday, and these roads are so clear, it almost makes you wonder why I have 4MATIC all-wheel drive in this area. But believe me, it does get pretty bad around here. Last year we had many snowfalls, and on occasion, you know, you can be at work or need to get to work and roads aren't clear yet, and four-wheel drive really does help a lot in this area. Now, any of you that are watching from maybe the southern states in the United States, or perhaps another country where you don't experience snow, this probably isn't going to matter to you at all, and I apologize for that. I don't really have any new content for you. But those of you that are, you know, in the Midwest or in the Northeast or in the Northwest, and you do get snow, maybe this will kind of help you out with what to expect regarding this all-wheel drive system. And it's terrific. It doesn't look like we're going to run into a lot more snowy roads here, but it is absolutely terrific. I've owned a number of four-wheel drive trucks. I've owned a number of four-wheel drive SUVs, including the last one that I just turned over to my son. He's going to be turning 16 next month. I have a lot of experience driving in this area through some of these roads with four-wheel drive vehicles, and this is as confident, perhaps more so, than probably anything I've ever driven. Now, it was designed for European snowstorms, and you know, here in the Midwest, we probably don't get anything compared to what this car was built to handle. So it's not a surprise that Mercedes designed a very good all-wheel drive system with this 4MATIC system. But yeah, that's probably going to wrap this one up. I just wanted to give you guys a glimpse of, you know, what you can expect driving this car in the snow. Braking, steering, we'll go ahead, and we're on a desolate road here, so I'll go ahead and hit the brakes. But yeah, a little bit of slippage, but the analog helps nicely. And again, we can accelerate actually quite well on this, so it does very well in the snow. And a good set of either snow tires or even all-season tires would probably help even more. But considering how this thing feels with the P0s on here, it's okay with me to deal with the drawbacks of summer tires in the snow. You just have to allow a little bit more stopping distance and, you know, take it a little bit easier. And there's nothing wrong with that. You should always be careful driving in the snow anyhow. So yeah, this is gonna end the video. I hope everybody enjoyed this, and I hope it'll kind of help you learn something else about the E-Class 4MATIC anyway, and perhaps something else that you can expect if you live in a snowy climate. It's definitely something that needs to be talked about. So I was glad I was able to cover that, and thank you all for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.